turn on the, oops, I'm on the wrong tab. This is me getting ready for the show. Getting ready for the show for some live tarot readings. Kickstarter has officially ended. It is ended. I have 112 back. That's a lot of backers. 112 backers. That's not bad at all. I'm pretty proud of that, I gotta say. I'm pretty proud of that. Looking good. We're making a card every day. So hopefully we can get this moved out rather quickly. Definitely before November for sure. What is going on, Bree? How are you doing? Capillo, hello. Fun One, Shivonia, hello. How is it going? How is everybody tonight? Saga, hello. Wolf, how are you doing? It's good to see you, my friend Wolf. What is going on? It is Wednesday. It is hump day. I'm ready for another weekend. I have to say, the weekends just never get old. I need more. I need more of them. Exactly. Thank you, Wolf. Kickstarter is now done. Marianne, what is going on? If you will have a baby, Mina's bookshelf, what is going on? Thank you, Mina. I appreciate that. Your voice is really amazing. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. My voice is brought to you by Evian water, you know. Maria, what is up? What's coming towards me? There you go. That Evian water. It's a little bit more, but it tastes like water. It tastes like water. I mean, not sure why I picked, you know, should have picked the Walmart brand. I have to say the Walmart brand smells like a sewer. I'm not sure what's going on around here, but I tried that Walmart brand water and the smell was pretty overwhelming. So I decided not to. I decided to back up on that one. Back up on that one and go for the old reliable. What is coming for me in love? Naive spelled backwards. Okay. Maria, what is up? What's coming towards me? Very famous brand in India. Really? Evian? Well, that's cool. What should I expect in the next month? There we go. We'll try that out. Cheryl, hey, how are you doing? Shivonia, let's see what's going on the next month. Oh, I clicked the wrong button, and now I have 10,000 things on my screen that I didn't really want to see. Dallas, what is going on? It's so good to see you. Does SW keep tabs on me? Well, that is interesting. I like that question. Let's do that. Does SW keep tabs on me? Are they watching you? Are they hiding out, watching you on the social media and all of that stuff? Let's find out by going to the tower. By the way, I have another card done. Another card done. It's the Three of Wands. I like that. I like that ocean action there. That ocean action there. I like it. So let's use this one for your question with the Encore Tarot. I love the Encore Tarot. What is going on? By the way, everything is random. Donations come first, and then I pick at random. There is no list. So nobody ever gets skipped because it's all random. It's random. I'll read a question, and if I like it, then I'll go straight to it. You know, some I like, some I don't like. So sometimes I'm in the mood for a job question. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a love question. You never know what I'm in the mood for. Jen Knoll, what is going on? It's good to see you. Rosa, hello. Crystal, hey, how are you doing? How is everybody doing tonight? I need to get that off my screen and then get this off my screen. And there we go. Let's find out about that. Well, thank you so much for the Three of Wands compliment there. That looked pretty decent. I'm getting to the easy cards, you know, all the easy cards where it's not really any big deal. You just sort of knock them out really fast. So that was the point I wanted to get to a long time ago. So I did all the hard ones. I've knocked them out. Now it's time for Easy Street. Okay, now is this person keeping tabs on you? Are they watching you from behind the other side of the wall or whatever? All right. We got some cups, we got some coins, we have an 8 of swords, and we have the wheel. I don't really see anything where they would be watching you or spying on you or checking you out or anything like that. The 6 of cups says that they definitely want to keep track of what's going on. Hello, Raina, what is going on? So good to see you. They do want to sort of see what is happening with you, but they're not that interested that they're going to be keeping tabs on you. In other words, well, okay, let's sort of redefine. Let's redefine keeping tabs here. There would be the constantly stalking you on social media kind of keeping tabs, and then occasionally looking to see how you're doing. Once a week, maybe, you know, sort of looking at what you're doing. So I don't really know where the definition of keeping tabs on me sort of comes in there. Dallas, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. But you do see this sort of feel that they are occasionally looking, but not like stalker type looking. I mean, does that make sense? Again, we're such a sort of fuzzy area here. Paula, hello, what's going on? It's a bit of a fuzzy area here. So basically, yeah, they are occasionally seeing what you're doing, maybe on a social media, but as far as like just like literally spying on you or, you know, constantly stalking all of your social media to see who you're with, checking out all your pictures. I just don't see that from this particular thing. The 8 of Swords says they just don't really care that much, right? I mean, they're blindfolded, they're sort of in restricted mode and all of that other stuff as well. So, I mean, Annie Law, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? So I just don't see them going out of their way. Again, occasionally, you know, they might just run across something, but again, they're not just dedicating a lot of time, dedicating a lot of space for this kind of thing. So, I mean, again, I don't, they have other things to do. They have other things on their mind. I don't think it's going to be something where they are just constantly checking you out at the expense of everything else. Dallas, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. What is your question, Dallas? What do I got? It's different. And Dallas says, hello, Raina. Dallas, let me know your question. We will hop into that. Dristy, what's going on with A and G? Are they going to break up anytime soon? All right, let's check it out. So you got your, I think you had your eye on G. Did you have your eye on G? I got this wrong the last time. Dristy, I got this wrong the last time. I'm trying to score it this time. I'm trying to get it this time. I think I guessed A before, so now I'm going to guess G. So I'm guessing G, and I think you were waiting for them to break up or something, if I remember that. Okay, what's going on in A and G connection? There we go. Whoa, that is a capital. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah, let me know which one you were interested in. Which one you were interested in, we will pull the thought and check that out. Shavonia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's check it out. Dallas, if you had a question, it's A. Okay. All right. I guess G. Apparently, I'm going to get it wrong every single time. I'm going to get it wrong every single time. Sunshiny day. Hey, how are you doing? It's Sally's back. Hey, how are you? It is good to see you. Thank everyone for joining me tonight. Latoya, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. I'm into A. There you go. There you go. Well, maybe I'll get it right the next time. Probably not. Probably not, but we'll see. We will definitely see. I got a 50-50 shot and I mess it up every time. You never know what you're going to get when you ask me a question. There you go. All right. I reposted it for you. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. What's going on? I play poker again. Let's see. I'm looking. Okay. All right. So let's check it out. What's going on with the A and G's connection? So is A going to be freed up anytime soon? I think there's a delay with it. We do have a movement card reversed, which is sort of putting that into delay. Booyah. Hello. How you doing? So putting that into delay mode, I think everything is going well over there. It's sort of it's moved out of the honeymoon period into this sort of this everyday type thing, and to where it's not too exciting, it's not too vibrant. They're sort of struggling to keep everything going. I do think that they will eventually sort of get out of that mode. I mean, you do see that this is reversed. This is the day-to-day activities. The Wheel of Fortune is all about going round and round, having day-to-day activities, having the cycles come and go, and that being reversed if the cycles are broken. Now, the cycles being broken next to a movement card. By the way, I started writing the book last night, so I have a whole chapter in the book. I'm going to post it for everyone to read tomorrow morning. But when the cycles are broken, that means sort of the relationship has gone astray. The relationship is not there. Next to a movement card, again, we're looking at the relationship sort of dissolving, but it's not a quick dissolve. In other words, if it was a quick dissolve, you would see something terrible like the 10 of Swords, which is a complete end to something, or the 3 of Swords, or something that would indicate trouble brewing, but you don't see that. In other words, that means it's sort of a disconnection, but a slow disconnection. Sort of like, the trains have become disconnected and they slowly sort of drift apart over time type thing. So this way you have a feel of that sort of going on. But again, if you're in a rush, you got to have a problem because, again, it's a slow drift. Everything just sort of slowly goes awry, and it's just not that action-packed. It's not that beefy relationship that you have, once you're in the honeymoon period and all this other stuff. So it just doesn't seem like that is going on. It doesn't seem like that is going to be something that is resolved anytime soon. So you're going to have to be patient, and hopefully A will eventually, once it dissolves, A will be available once again. So hopefully next time I remember if it's A. Next time I will try to remember if it's A. All right, Dallas did have a question about being received. The students receive me in September. All right, check it out. DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. All right, Dallas, students receive me. How are they going to receive me? How are they going to look once we get back into class? Speaking of how it looks, my chat box is white on white, so we can't read it. It's much better when you can actually read the chat. So there we go. Now you can read the chat. It's much better. It works much better when you can see the words. That's always a huge help. We'll do the Grimalkin Tarot for this. And check it out how the students are going to be receiving us. Are they going to be happy? Are they going to not be happy? We never know. Rosa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Renee, what is going on? It's so good to see you. Whoa. I have cards going everywhere. Love 44, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. All right, I got a queue going. Philippe, what is going on? Philippe snuck in. I didn't even see you. How are you doing, Philippe? How is your Wednesday? Are you ready for the rest of the week to fly by? So we can get into that weekend action. I'm going to try to knock out 4 cards this weekend. I want to get the tarot deck done. I have all of the hard cards done, and now it's time for the easy ones. So I'm going to try to just knock them out as soon as I can. By the way, we have the new Q feature. The new Q feature, we're doing, we're doing Dallas right now, and then we are doing Shavonia, and then everyone else. So if you're in this queue, it's going to be a couple of minutes. Okay, Judgment says they're going to receive you pretty well. 8 of Pentacles, we're going back to work. We're going back to work. It's going to be a thing where you do have that feeling that people want to get back to normal. We want to get back into the class. We want to get back at work. We want to get back to going to the movies, or, the things that we enjoyed, we want to get back to that. I think people are really excited about feeling normal again. We've been locked down for so long, had all of this action. Every time I ask Alexa for the news, all I get is COVID news, and it's been like 5 months. So, people are ready to get back to normal. They're just ready. So Judgment says they're going to be well receiving of you. Judgment is that rebirth. It's the restarting of something. We're excited about this. Judgment, they're all coming out of the crypts or whatever, and they're all excited. The Eight of Pentacles said they're excited to get back to work. They're excited to do that. I mean, they're excited to be there. It's going to be something to where it has this air of anticipation. I mean, people are, sort of paranoid. They're going to have masks on. They're going to be sitting apart, but people have anticipation. They have excitement about getting back to normal, getting back to everything. The Seven of Wands, they are going to have a bit of, who is this reaction. So you're going to have to put up with that a little bit. But I think once you establish who you are, once they know who you are, I think everything is going to be okay. But they do have that, who is this type thing when you first get there. The Tower says be ready for another disruption once you're there. So I think we may have another disruption coming later in this year. So sort of be prepared for that. The Tower says we have some disruption sort of coming up. Maybe things aren't going to be, perfectly normal for a long, long period of time. But if we do get another disruption, it'll settle down like it always does. But overall, I think it's, who is this person? But once they get to know you, once they understand you, then it is going to be easy street there. I don't think you're gonna have any problems at all. And yeah, I wouldn't worry at all. I think you got that down. Anyway, congratulations, by the way, on the teaching. That's going to be a ton of fun. That would be a ton of fun. Go back to the old school and hang out there with new people. It's going to be great. All right, SD, what should I expect with T? What should I expect with T? Here we go. Oh, let's check that out. T, what should I expect with T? I assume maybe this is a romance thing? Maybe. Either way, the Gilded Tarot Royale is going to be there. It is going to be there. Jen, what is going on? Over the past few months, we're having recordings featuring someone from the past. Are they just dreams? Jen, we have a ton of donations. So if I get a chance, Jen, I'll put you on there. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have time. Not sure if I'm going to have time. All right. What's going to happen when I play poker again? Bart, are you good at poker? I'm the worst at poker. Like, people just read me like a book. I'll just constantly just waste money with poker. I stick with blackjack. I'm good with blackjack. But, by the way, is Vegas open again? Is Vegas actually open again? I know that I saw some pictures of Atlantic City being open, and they have like big plastic barriers between everything and all that. So there you go. Inexorable Love, Rachel. Whoa, it has been a while. It has been a while, Rachel. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. All right, what should you expect with UNT? The Eight of Cups. That's not a good look. The Eight of Cups is not a good look for the end of the read there. Do have a couple of other things as well. The Seven of Pentacles, I think that it gets easier. It gets easier. It's not something where we're going to have to put in a lot of work. It's going to be just sort of a smooth sail. It's going to be easier. The Seven of Pentacles, where we have to plant things, we have to wait, we have to hope for the best, we have to sort of sit on it and feed it and wait for that plant to grow. And that's going to be something you don't have to do. In other words, I don't have to put in a ton of work and all of that good stuff. So Chariot as well means, again, we're sort of moving through this thing. Again, it's easy. It doesn't require a lot of work. We have a lot of movement in the Chariot. Now, the Chariot, what's the difference between all the movement cards? I cover that in my book, by the way. But the Chariot is capable of seating somebody. So you have a seating position. You can have somebody else in the Chariot if you so choose. Could be an accompaniment in this. So we have this movement where we're together and we're moving through this period. The High Priestess, again, points to not everything is revealed. Not everything is revealed. Maybe that's why it's so easy, because not everything is there. We haven't encountered the hard times. We haven't encountered the drama. We haven't gotten deep into the deep emotions that we need to get for something to be there and be strong. And so we end up with the Eight of Cups, basically sort of this abandonment of everything, or just giving up and moving on at the end. So there you go. That's what is you should expect with T, and good luck with that. All right, let's hop into the next one, which is Latoya. What message do I need to know? There we go. That's always a fun one. Just sort of this general there. Okay, LTJ, what message should I know? Is there something important coming up? Latoya, is there something important coming up? I think you have something important coming up. I mean, that's the first thing that hit me when I was going to get the cards. Latoya, you have something important coming up, don't you? There's something there. There's something there. Something's going on over there. You have something rather important coming up. So tell us what it is. Tell us what it is. You must have a tight, aggressive style of poker. Oh man, I wish I was poker. I wish I was good at poker. I heard that video poker was pretty good for like the odds. That was a book. I think I picked up this book in 2015. I mean, it shows how old my library is, but 2015, I think I picked up a book on gambling in Vegas. And they're like, what has the best odds for the player? And video poker was number one. It was video poker was number one. But I mean, since that was 5 years ago, they probably adjusted the software to make it even worse. So, I mean, I don't know. I need to get something that's going to be a little more updated, but blackjack isn't that bad if you don't have a lot of idiots sitting around you. So if you have a bunch of idiots next to you, you're losing some money with a blackjack. But, you know, but now that there's COVID, there's not that many people at the table. I think blackjack may be a good place to get some free cash there. All right. What messages do I need to know? The Six of Swords says, let's see, I'm waiting for that question. Latoya, I think something important is going on. Let me scroll up, see if Latoya answered me. Maybe Latoya's not here anymore. Okay, we'll just do a general. Cappy Lady, what is going on? It's good to see you. All right, yeah, the Six of Swords says that it's not really time to make a trip right now. It's not really time to go anywhere right now. The Six of Swords into the Lover says that, okay, well, this combo sort of points me to, because the Six of Swords is all about going from a place that's not good to a place that's a little bit better. And the Lovers next to it says that maybe there's some relationship where we're not able to get that journey. We're not able to get into the relationship and get this blossoming relationship where everything is cool and everything is awesome. It's almost like that we're going back and forth with that particular relationship where we can't really improve it. And maybe we've tried to improve it. Maybe we've desperately tried to improve it. Maybe we've begged the person to get the relationship back on track, and it just seems to not happen. It just seems to have some barriers with that. Part of this is the Hierophant, almost like that we're scared of commitment in some ways, or we're scared of getting more serious or getting something that's going to be more, substantial going. So maybe there's a relationship that's stuck. It's not progressing like we want to. Maybe there is, okay, I need to move the cards. Maybe there is something that is not happening that we need to happen. We desperately need to happen because, again, there's something's happening over there. Eight of Wands says eventually we're sort of looking at the whole thing moving very quickly to a conclusion. If that's going to be a good conclusion or bad conclusion, don't really see anything to indicate that. But I don't see anything horribly bad within here that would indicate that it's just going to be terminated. Like, for example, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, anything like that. Nor do I see anything that's just amazing. So it's almost like that you're in a precipice where you can do whatever you want with this situation, and making quick decisions is going to be sort of necessary for this, because the Eight of Wands is a very quick movement card as we're sort of coming up into that. So good luck with that. I hope everything works out there, and let us know what happens. All right, DYB, thank you again for your donation. Appreciate you. Let's see what your question is. what your question is. DYB, will it be meeting Nick the Realtor? There you go. Everybody's buying a house because this is the time to buy a house. All right. Nick the Realtor next month to make that deposit. I remember you asked about a deposit last time, and I'm not sure what I said. I think that you were seeing if you had enough deposit by July. I remember that now. You had enough deposit by July, I think. And I think I said that you're not going to make July, but you're going to make August. You're going to make August, definitely. All right. By the way, I'm getting rid of some tarot decks. I'm making a video. I'm going to have my first anti-haul to where I get tarot decks and I get rid of them. I get rid of them. I guess I'll eBay them or something, but there is that. My work from home is extended till August. Will it be extended till end of year? Yeah, that is an odd situation. Are you a contractor, Diane? Diane, are you a contractor? That is an interesting situation. I wonder if they will do that. Because, at some point, if you're a contractor and your contract is over, I might as well just extend you because hiring somebody is going to be next to impossible. I'm just going to talk to them on the phone and hope for the best at this point. So that is interesting. All right. Insurance. Okay. All right. Let's check this out and see what we're doing here. Are we going to meet Nick the Realtor? I think so. We got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's going to be an interesting conversation. For sure. We got the King and the Queen of Swords sort of bookending this. I do see that pointing to a meeting with Nick the Realtor. So there we go. We do meet Nick the Realtor. Now we have a double sword. This is a weird combo, right? Because the King of Swords is the totalitarian. It is sort of that ex-military person that just barks a lot of orders. And the Queen of Swords is Cruella de Vil. So again, a really weird combination of personalities as we sort of get into this. So it could be a situation where you sort of have to go back and forth with Nick a lot. And Nick could have some things to say. You could have some things to say. You might not meet eye to eye. You may not meet eye to eye on some situations that you're going to run into. The Two of Pentacles says, though, that Nick has some options for you. I think Nick just doesn't going to meet with you and throw down, the basic information. I think Nick has a couple of interesting choices for you. And that's going to be a pretty good thing for you. So Judgment says one of these is going to be advantageous. That could mean that we have some different property. That could mean that we have some different options for getting you in this house, but it's going to be good. Again, we have a situation where you may have to go back and forth. The Two Swords says you're definitely not going to meet eye to eye on 100% of the stuff. But overall, you're definitely going to meet. The King and the Queen are going to meet. Nick is going to have a couple of extra choices for you. So, overall, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Rosa, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. Let's see. Rosa, what was your question? Please let me know, Rosa, and we will throw it down here. Let's see. Let me scroll. Oh, Catherine, hello. What is going on? I didn't see you get in there. Rosa, if you had a question, let me know. Right now, I don't see a question. Thank you for your donation either way. All right. Love44 wants to know about July. Let's see what is coming up there. All right. Love44. July. What is going on with July? Poker is just like tarot and other playing card games. Indeed. But in tarot, you don't lose a lot of money. Well, if you're addicted to it and you're buying a ton of decks, maybe you're going to be losing some of that money. But, at least it's not going to be as bad. Rosa, does JW want to contact me? All right, let's check that out in just a minute. Let me copy that to clipboard. I guess the Page of Swords wanted to be in the reading. The Page of Swords wants to be here. The Page of Swords wants that. All right, Rosa wants to know about JW. By the way, a funny story. In Magic, there is a coin sleight called the JW grip. So there you go. Interesting combination, though. Rosa, I did your reading. No, Rosa, I did not do your reading. What am I saying? Okay, so Rosa, I got your reading, and we'll do that in just a minute. Kristen Davidson, how are you doing? So good to see you. All right, let's check this out. All right, we got the Three of Swords. By the way, that's the first chapter in my book is the Three of Swords for a sample chapter there. Gonna post that tomorrow. Gonna post it tomorrow. What is coming up with July? July is all about adjusting to the situations. I think we're gonna have some situations come up in July. A couple of situations may not be advantageous. I think that you're sort of getting relief from one of the situations and all of that other stuff. But the Devil reverse, the Three of Swords reverse, it's almost like we have a relief in July. Things are just getting removed off our back. We're not have all that weight. We don't have this much stress. I think that some things are really going to sort of alleviate. Problems are going to be alleviated. Things are going to be a little bit better. The Page of Swords, we need to sort of adjust to what we're doing as well. Michelle, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So the Page of Swords is the spy. In other words, if you watch the video, we have the spy. The spy talks about having every element. So we have all four elements. The spy can adjust. Yes, DYB, that was a definite yes. If you missed it, you can go back to the video. The video is usually posted about 30 minutes after the stream ends, so it's definitely a yes. All right, so the Page of Swords is about adjusting the situation, being malleable, being adjustable, not being fixed on one particular thing or fixed on one particular goal, but being able to adjust. And being able to adjust is going to get you out of a couple of different situations here. One, the Devil reverse, one, the Three of Swords reverse. It's almost like that you sort of dodge the bullet here on something. There's some things you may be worried about, maybe concerned about, some things that are weighing on you. Those are going to be alleviated in July. That's going to be a great thing for you. The Eight of Coins is we're going to get back to normal a little bit. Back to normal just a little bit. And that's going to be sort of important for us as we sort of move into this, right? The Eight of Coins, really getting back to normal, getting back into that standard daily activity and have the stability that we need for that. So there you go. What is coming for you in July? Good luck. I appreciate your donation and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Love, it's so good to see you. By the way, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like and subscribe button. You're gonna miss the sample from my book. I'm posting the sample free. You get to read all you want. But I'm going to make videos too and an audiobook. So you're going to sort of understand about how to categorize these cards and you're literally going to learn how I read. So this is how I read every night and every morning, weekend mornings, and you're going to see live how this comes about, how I go about reading and combining cards, because that's sort of the tricky part, right? Combining the cards, because I can look up the definition of a card, but how do I combine it with four other cards? You know what I mean? So I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. Come up with an easy system. It's called Easy Card Combos. Easy system. Don't have to stress, don't have to worry about anything. You just sort of get it down, no problem. And I'll post in that tomorrow morning so you can read the book sample then. Cool. And let's see, that's free for Patreon members. If you're not a Patreon member, it'll be on Amazon for like $5. So either way, you pick it up. I'm thinking it's going to be like 200 something pages. It's going to be huge because I'm just writing and I can't stop writing. And then I think I had like 10 pages just for the intro. So, anyway, I didn't want to do a 10-page intro, but I started rambling. So that's what I do, though. All right. Yeah, the anti-haul is tomorrow as well. So got to get rid of some tarot cards. We got too many cards. I just got to get rid of some of them. Includes the Muse Tarot. I just don't like the Muse. I liked it for a week. Other than that. Okay, let's see the Six of Cups. Where are we going with this? The Six of Cups, as far as the JW want to contact me. I mean, I think that they enjoy that interaction. They definitely want to get some interaction back. The Six of Cups. Now you're wondering, though, just because you sort of want something, are you going to take action towards it? I don't see that. I don't see that. Okay, so your question is, do they want to contact you? Yes. Yes, the Six of Cups is a contacting you card. It's about mutual expression. It's about contact and getting into that mode where you can share emotional things. Now we get into part two, which wasn't your question. Are they going to do it? Are they going to actually do it? And I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Four of Pentacles, that miserly feel where we're holding on to what we have. We're not really in a sharing mood. We're not really in a giving mood. We're really sort of prioritizing us, you know? And maybe you're not on that list because the Knight of Cups is the romance card. It's all about getting that knight action, that watery cup feel. And the knight is Mr. Romance. It's Don Juan. If you've watched the videos, whoa! If you've watched the videos and all that. My thing's blowing up over here. Maybe I should turn the phone off. But anyway, but yeah, the Knight of Cups being the Mr. Romance, he's reversed. He's reversed. We're just not feeling it. We're just not feeling it. Knight of Wands as well. The Knight of Wands gets that release. I think ultimately they do want to contacting you. So I think this translates to, if you want some JW action, you want to get on that JW action again, you're probably going to have to be the one that initiates it. I mean, I'm just saying, you're probably going to be the one that needs to initiate that because that Don Juan being reversed, these action cards being reversed, just doesn't look like long term that they're going to be the one that sort of takes the wheel here. You may have to do that yourself. There you go. All right. All right, Rosa, good luck with all of that. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Michelle, ML. Financial for July. Oh, you know what we need. You know what we need. We need the job screen and Raina's wonderful gift of the business class tarot. Gotta use it once a day. Got to use that once a day. It's mandatory. I mean, it's mandatory. Just once a day. I love this tarot. I'm never getting rid of this tarot. This tarot is just, is so good. It's so good. I'm so pleased with this. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm so pleased with this. Okay. Let's check this out and see what is happening for July. What kind of financial actions do we have coming in? There we go. All right. So Dallas, yes, I will send you a PayPal invoice or an invoice for the printed book there. You get the PDF version, but I'll send you an invoice for the print. I guess you want the printed? Okay. I couldn't print the PDF to read. Okay, no problem. I'll get you a printed version, no problem at all. All right, Kristen, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Kristen, let me know your question as well. Okay, let's see. Where are we going with financial for July? I mean, July looks like that it's not going to be good as some other months. July looks like a bit of a challenge as far as sort of once we near the end of the month. Where did you get the business class tarot cards? Google it. It's called Business Class Tarot. I think they got a dedicated site to it. Anyway, but yeah, so I think we're looking at a decent beginning for July. Looking for a decent beginning for July. As we progress through July, getting towards the end of July, we have a little less spontaneity with our money. We have a little less money to sort of play with. Money 5 talks about having some challenges, not having the type of funds that we need to do a lot of the fun stuff that we need as well. Money assistance says that there's some money coming in at the beginning of July, right? We have the money assistance and philanthropy. It's like some of the business projects or maybe some of the ideas that you've had or some are coming into fruition. Some of the goals that you've had with money are coming into fruition. I think it is looking pretty good. And then in mid-July, we have reorganization. it's almost like that maybe we have an extra bill or something that was unexpected happens and we have a little bit of money going out. I mean, that could be anything from the car needs something, or some unexpected bill sort of hits mid-July. Legal into money 5 means, again, some bill, some money is going out, and somebody needs some money, or we have an extra bill, et cetera, et cetera. So we're not really making it at the end of July as much money as we had hoped. But again, the beginning of July is good. End of July is bad. So, I mean, that's basically what it is there. But, I mean, overall, I think it's going to be a pretty decent, into August, I think that you have to sort of reorganize a couple of things. And again, we have the reorganization mid-July. But I think that's going to stretch into August. In other words, let's figure out where the money goes. Let's figure out the money coming in and sort of optimize a couple of things. And I think that things will get a little bit better in August. But it's just that end of July, a little bit tight there. But overall, I mean, I think it works pretty good. Yeah, no problem at all, Dallas. I appreciate you. I will send you a thing after the stream, or probably tomorrow morning, and get you hooked up with all of that stuff. Okay. My son wants to know if he will make it into the Air Force as a fighter pilot. Well, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I mean, an interesting tidbit about that. Did you know that most of the fighter pilots are kind of short? So I did not know that until somebody else had brought that up. All right, fighter pilot or not? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. That would be cool. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. All right. Yeah, when I went to flight school, I found out that most of commercial airliner pilots were actually ex-Air Force people. So I did not know that either. Apparently, because getting a commercial pilot's license is the absolute worst experience. Like the amount of schooling, the amount of flying you need to do, the amount of money you need to get done is astronomical. But if you were a pilot in the military, it's almost like a shoe-in. You just have a few extra things and then, some training, obviously, and whatnot. But there you go. Sunshiny day. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Have a good evening. So he's already short. So he's got the short thing covered. Is that what's going on? Yeah, because the distance, they said like the shorter the better type thing. The distance between your head and your heart or something like that allows you to handle the G-forces better. Anyway, the stuff that you learn just watching random. I subscribe to the Great Courses Plus. They have the thing for like $9 a month. So I subscribe for like a year and I'm watching all this garbage on there. They have all sorts of weird things, weird little tidbits about every little thing. I'm just like, what? I have no idea why am I even watching this, but it's fun. KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Finding another finances for July. Let's check that out as well. All right. So let's do the fighter pilot. The Queen of Swords says, well, the Chariot says it's going to be difficult. And, I mean, that's master of the obvious here. That's not going to be something that's going to be just easy to get into on the first try feel there, right? The Chariot said it's going to be difficult. That journey, it's going to be a long journey. It's going to be a difficult journey. It's going to be through a lot of different obstacles and whatnot. The Moon says that is something that is going to be passionate, right? So assuming that they get the ASVAB and they make enough of that in order to get into the Air Force, and then they qualify for all the other trainings, they qualify for other stuff as well. The Queen of Swords says they are in for quite a few obstacles. So, I mean, that's sort of the pinnacle high point of the military. Is everyone's dream is going to be to do that. But the Queen of Swords says we do have some obstacles. We are having difficulty getting into it. Definitely going to be something, just a dedicated, non-stop dedication to it, getting a high score on the ASVAB in certain areas, getting all the training, getting all this other stuff going. But the Moon said that is something that's going to be passionate for them, and they're going to sort of chase. We do have a ton of obstacles to get for it overall. The Four of Wands at the end says that ultimately, I think that he goes for something different. Ultimately, I think he goes for something different. I mean, that's just sort of what I'm reading here. The Four of Wands is the home card. We have comfort. We have stability. We have a lot of sort of, feeling at home doing this, feeling at home in this venture. I think that they just burn out of it. I think that they get into something different. But, whatever it is, the military has massive advantages, over a lot of other jobs. So, I mean, you can get in there, get the GI Bill. I mean, when you retired military, you get the free health care. And they're improving the health care, I believe, for having now private doctors instead of having to go to the VA and all this other stuff. But, I mean, you have a lot of that stuff. If they're going into the military, definitely get some tips for people that have recently been there. There's a lot of little tips, like if you live on the base, don't be sitting there on Saturday during the day because you will get recruited to go clean toilets and to go do all of other stuff. So make sure that you're not there on the Saturday, make sure that you leave and you do all that, assuming that you're living on base, all that stuff. Anyway, so there are like 9 million tips that you need before you get into the military. You need this. You need to know all of this stuff. So definitely talk to somebody that's recently been there and have them tell you all the tips and tricks. But yeah, I mean, ultimately they get bored and they move on to something else. But I mean, there's so many things in the military that you can do. You get the GI Bill, you get some education money, you get free college, you get a bunch of good stuff. So that's a great place to be. So good luck with that. Even if you're not a fighter pilot, good luck with that. Okay. All right, finances for July. Let's check that out. We got the July cash. Labyrinth, hello. Wasan, hello as well. Appreciate all of y'all joining tonight. All right, KD, money for July. There we go. Wasan, sure, post your question. I won't guarantee I'll read it, but post it. Post it because, around here there is no list. Donations, take that priority list. Donations are all about the priority, but then after that, I just have fun and pick whatever I want. I have fun and I pick whatever I want because, it's all about the fun. Okay, what am I doing? I need to, tomorrow I'm going to have to get rid of some cards. I got to get rid of some cards. So tomorrow is the get rid of some cards. I'm going to explain which decks. And I'm going to explain why I'm getting rid of them. And I'm going to explain what I'm going to replace them with. What I'm going to replace them with. Because I got the Tattoo Tarot. The Incromancy is coming. They asked me for my final address. The Incromancy is going to be the deck of the year. That looked insane. So I'm hyped. That's the deck made by 78 different tattoo artists from around the world. 78 different tattoo artists each made a card. And that is going to be so cool. All right. Valentine, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. All right. So KD wants to know finances for July. The Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. I think overall for July, it's looking like every day is the same almost. I mean, we don't have a lot of fluctuations. I don't have anything to where I'm just winning the lottery. I don't have anything to where I'm just losing everything on a Vegas trip or something like that. So we just have this standard month, just sort of a standard month. Now, the sun being reversed, I think you're expecting some money. We're sort of waiting for this, and I think that's going to be delayed. I don't think that that's going to hit as fast as you want it or at the same time as you want it as well. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups, going way out on a limb. This is, okay, Kay, I'm going way out on a limb. And before I do this, let me say that this is for entertainment purposes only. You should never rely on a tarot reading for anything with money or any planning. Basically, don't rely on it at all. It's entertainment purposes only. All right, let's go out on a limb. I'm doing it. Let's go out on a limb. I think that you end up having an interaction with the IRS. They have some questions about something. They email you about something. I don't think that they come around and do something formal and something big. I think that they just have some questions about something. So anyway, so the IRS has some questions for you, or they wanted some clarification about something. So there you go. There you go. That's way out on a limb. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, it's sort of a standard month. I don't think there's going to be a lot of things happening. But you do have, again, this one thing, the money that you're expecting, I don't think is going to come as soon as you expect. I do think that you have delays. The Knight and the King, that combo just says we have some formal thing going on, some formal activity going on. Again, I don't think it's anything big, I don't think it's anything big. But I mean, yeah, I've got IRS has asked me a couple of questions in a couple of years, but they're like, I don't understand this and this doesn't make sense. So then I pull up and I had typed a wrong number in. I'm like, oops, sorry. And they're like, okay, no problem. Anyway, so there you go. But yeah, pretty much a standard month, not a lot of like massive things coming about that as well. The Four of Wands sort of means that we're going to be leaving the house a bit, for the month of July as well. That could be a good thing. Maybe we're hooking up with some new job opportunities. Maybe we have some other things, but we are going to be leaving the house a bit more as well in July. The Four of Wands being reversed. There you go. KD, what? You already got an IRS interaction? KD, did I actually nail that? Really? Okay, now that's some days I just have it. I feel better. The CRA in Canada. Oh wow, you do. Okay, that was way out on a limb, but I nailed it. Okay, well that's good. See, that's good. All right. By the way, if you want me to nail it with your reading, no, I'm not going to guarantee that. But I do private readings, and they are due. No, I do private readings. $30 for 20 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad price. So if you want to spend 20 minutes with me, maybe the worst 20 minutes of your life, feel free to book. Feel free to book it and, email in the description over there. There you go. All right. Is there already a list for readings? No, throw your question out there. We'll do a couple more. Throw your question into chat. Throw it out there. Adrian, will I become a good tarot reader as you? Well, you don't want to read like me. I can guarantee that. Let's rephrase that and see if Adrian is going to become a good tarot reader. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I definitely don't want to emulate me. Will I become a good tarot reader? Let's check that out. There are a lot of great tarot readers on YouTube that have like hundreds and hundreds of people watching them on their live. Go to one of their channels. You want to be like them. I'm just saying. Shadowland Tarot, we'll try that. Liz, late but always welcome. Liz, you're late, but you're always welcome. Always welcome. Laura, I want to know, does Fernando feel towards me? There you go. See, Liz is a good tarot reader. So that's exactly. All right. What's expected for me this summer? Just broke up with my ex. I have a feeling of new beginnings. Valentine. That's going to be exciting. Well, not that you broke up, but I mean, I'm just saying. That's kind of exciting to get that new beginning. It's like that. Your life has that new car smell. Your life has that new car smell. In summer, too. Going to have one of those awesome summer adventures. You never know what's going to happen with that. All right, let's check that out. Christina Foley, update. Congratulations on meeting the new fundraiser. Gals. Okay. Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's check that out. Diane, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. What question you got for me, Diane? Okay, my microphone is being weird. Okay, settle down, microphone. Settle down. All right. In the meantime, will it become a good tarot reader? The Wheel of Fortune is all about getting that regularity in there. getting the regularity in there, Adrian. You know, getting the regularity, the Wheel of Fortune being reversed, sometimes that's hard. We have lots of difficulties being sort of an irregular basis for doing tarot. And that's sort of the thing, you know, life gets in the way. We get busy. We don't always have time to do this and that. We don't have time to read or learn and things like that. So we sort of put it on the back burner and it becomes non-serious. You know, just make time every day. It doesn't take long. Watch one of my videos, and when somebody asks a question, then do a reading for them, you know, on your own. Just practice that. Do a reading in the morning for yourself. How's the day going to go? How's my month going to go? What's happening with this relationship? Or, you know, things like that. Wheel of Fortune, get regular with it. Just spend 10 minutes a day. It's like meditation. You don't have to sit there and meditate for 5 hours a day. You do 10 minutes of meditation. At the end of 3 months, you have a lot more clarity. You're in the moment better. Things are just really cool, right? It only takes 10 minutes. So there you go. All right. The Four of Cups says that it is about that feeling of you want something that you connect with. Don't grab a tarot deck that you don't connect with. And you'll know that you connect with it or not when you start reading with it, because you'll get really crappy readings. You're like, this deck sucks. Move on to something different. There's too many good tarot decks. Move on to maybe a different one until you get that one that you just love, you just are passionate about. That's going to keep you going. That's going to keep you motivated and keep you excited about that as well. The Four of Pentacles, definitely sort of don't expect to be perfect, you know, and just go forth and throw it out there. If every reading was correct, then I would be giving out winning lottery numbers to everybody. You know what I'm saying? All of you would be millionaires. Everybody would win the lottery in their state. You know, I mean, that's unrealistic. You're not going to be 100% correct all the time. Don't be hard on yourself if you're not correct, or if something goes awry, or you read for a friend and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Always be positive and stay positive and just have fun with it. I mean, it's a hobby, you know. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. Diane wants to know, will it be extended to work from home past August? Okay, let's check it out. All right. Yeah, they got that COVID. Now they're talking about that part 2, COVID part 2 now, right? COVID part 2. I didn't think they would do the phase 2, but they couldn't wait. So now it's phase 2. So I don't know. In winter, is it going to be phase 3, 4, 5? I don't know, but they already broke out the phase 2. They couldn't hold it in. They had to do the phase 2 already. Let's see here. Will be extended to work from home past August. I don't know. I do think we have another phase in the winter. It's going to be a thing. I mean, because I get on, when I wake up in the morning, I say, hey, Alexa, read me the news, right? And I'm expecting to hear some news. But all I hear is COVID. Still, it's been 5 months. It's come up on 5 months. I want to hear like anything else. Is there nothing else going on? I don't know. Had clients tonight. There you go. Cool. All right. Yeah, 2.0, 3.0, 5.0. I don't know. Okay, let's find out. Speaking of, I don't know. Let's find out about this. Are we working from home? I think so. I think so. Can't even give me a good workout playlist. I know. The only good thing about Google versus Alexa, if you can ask Google, you can say, hey, Google, play me Tarot Oracle on YouTube. It goes right to my last video. It's wonderful. It's like it's pure, unadulterated magic. I'm just saying, that is magic, you know, because it's sort of fun to just see, you know, listen to my own video, because, you know, there you go. All right. But yeah, you're going to be working from home. Ace of Cups says you get the news. It's going to be good. And there you go. We're looking good. 10 of Cups points to that home. We're going to be working from home. We're going to be there. That's going to be a good thing as well. The King of Cups as well. I think that they don't really know what to do. Again, I think we have the phase 2, phase 3, phase 50, whatever. I'm just saying, whatever phase it is, I think we're going to have another one of these. And King of Cups says they're not really sure what to do, because you do have this back and forth of, should you stay home? Is there something going on? When is it safe? When's the vaccine? And I think a lot of people are going to be locked down, not literally locked down, but very discouraged from doing things outside. If you don't have to go in, a company may benefit from, not having that risk. I mean, does that make sense? Because if you get sick at work, now you're like, well, if I didn't have to come to work, I wouldn't be sick. I mean, if people can avoid that, and you have a company that could limit your liability a little bit, or that could reduce your liability a little bit. So, hey, if you can work from home, we have this 2.0 thing coming out. Maybe it should be prudent to work from home. I mean, you sort of have that feel across this. Of course, entertainment purposes only. Temperance says it is balanced. They are able to get the work from home to work, not literally, but they're able to get things to work out. They're able to get that stable. They're able to get that where people are productive. And once you get that feeling, and once we get that going on, then maybe there's no hurry. Maybe there's not a huge rush. Maybe we can just sort of relax and let people work from home if they can. So, I mean, that's always a big boon, right? Because if you have a building, now I don't have to air condition and heat the building. Now I don't have to turn lights on and computers in the building, and that's going to save me some money too. You know what I'm saying? So you got money savings for building expenses, parking, security. You can reduce all of that money expenses. Let people work from home. It's a win-win. People feel safer at home. They don't feel like they're going to come in and get anything. So it's a double win there. All right. Cappy Lady, what's coming for love in the next few months? Let's check that out. Next few months, we're having schools open back up. I'm not sure how you do that. Are the schools packed? Last time I was at a school, that thing was packed. So I'm not sure how you do the 6 feet at school. But I don't know. Maybe they'll just open up some additional classrooms or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how you do that. Okay, Dark Mansion Tarot. Let's see how that's going to go. So when you go to school, are you required to stay 6 feet apart? If so, I mean, are they going to reorganize the rooms to where the desks are 6 feet apart and stuff? I'm kind of curious now. All right, we'll do the Dark Mansion Tarot about a month ago. So they doing 6 feet, Wolf? Are they doing 6 feet between students? Or how are they working that? High schools wear masks all day to see how long that lasts. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's check it out. What's coming for love for you in the next few months? Raina is bubbly and helpful. Raina is amazing. Raina and Wolf and Tash, all y'all are amazing. I appreciate you. Renee, I appreciate you. All my mods are just amazing. I get the best mods ever. That's what they plan to do. Okay. Let's see. Coming for love in the next few months. The Two of Cups says it's kind of dry at first. We have an interesting combo, right? Because the Two of Cups reversed, we're a bit dry on the whole love situation. But I think you meet someone. It's going to be a very valuable and good relationship. I think that's going to be a big relationship for you. The Lovers being the end. It's sort of interesting that these are bookmarked on the sides there. I think that you're actually going to meet a soulmate, and we're going out on a limb tonight. I went out on a limb with this tax thing earlier, and I nailed it. I mean, that was way, way out there, and I nailed it. I'm doing it again. I'm saying that you're going to meet a soulmate. What is indicating on this particular thing about the soulmate? The star, right? The Two of Cups being reversed could mean a lot of things. Could mean we have a dry love situation. Things aren't going well. Things aren't going as well as we had hoped. We have a dry situation. The other thing that I think, and I only do soulmates like once every 6 months on this channel. The Two of Cups could also indicate, and I think I want to write a chapter in my book about this. The Two of Cups can also indicate a love from the past or a love that is not quite resolved yet from the past. The Two of Cups being reversed here says the love is not resolved from the past. You have some karma to work out with this person. And the Star says that you're guided to this person. We're in a soulmate. Now we have the Two of Wands into the Lovers. Now, where does the Two of Wands sort of fit into this, you ask? When we have a soulmate. The Two of Wands is all about domain. It's having a mastery of things. It's having control over things. And because it's reversed, you don't really have a lot of control. So now we're leaning towards the physical soulmate. The physical soulmate is when things sometimes just get stupid. We make really dumb decisions sometimes. That's how it goes. That's the way of the physical soulmate. By the way, video in my video list, search for soulmate and watch the physical soulmate video. I got a fly in here. Watch a physical soulmate video. Again, the Two of Wands says we don't have that domain. We don't have a lot of control over this. Think you're going to get a physical soulmate. Going out on a limb. I nailed it earlier. You have to come back. Cappy lady, you have to come back. You have to come back and tell us if that actually happened or what happened with that. Good luck with that. I think that's going to be exciting. Of course, I think that's going to be exciting. Check out my video on physical soulmates, and that's the best one, I think. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night.